Good afternoon, hockey fans. Chris Blair here with Daniel Wilson with MVP Productions, and we are here to bring you the final game of the season for the Salisbury Crimson Knights and the Cushing Academy Penguins. Before we get started, though, I would like to mention that for those of you who've been following us or are Salisbury fans, you may know that number 14, Mykola Kravchenko, is of Ukrainian descent, and I do have a prepared statement that I would like to read from the families and players and coaches. The Knights, parents and coaches, and everyone on the hilltop are praying for all those impacted by the crisis in Ukraine. So with that being said, Daniel, let's get ready for some end-of-the-season action. We've got 6 seniors skating today, 1 for Cushing Academy and 5 for Salisbury, as this is our consolation game to end the season here. What do you think we're going to see today?
Well, Salisbury had a very tough outing against Avon Old Farms 2 days ago. Honestly, they were just outplayed in all aspects of the game, but I got a feeling that they're going to have a better time here. Cushing went up against Winchendon the same day, and they took a 5-3 loss. But what I can say is that both teams, both Cushing and Salisbury, in their respective games, went down fighting at the end of the game. So I would expect that will carry over to this first period, and I would think that all the seniors are going to give us one heck of a finish as they play one last time.
I would say so. Like I said, we got 5 seniors for Salisbury, and we'll make sure to call them out as we see them. But right now, they win the draw and come in on the attack. There's Kravchenko, number 14, battling down in the corners. This one rolls back around. Fought off by Cushing. Bufano is there for them. That one picked up by Obe. Philippe Obe gets it across into the front on the backhander, and whoa, what a save! Damon Moss has come up huge. I would argue the MVP of his team this season. And another gigantic save there to start this game. 30 seconds gone here in the first period. On the forecheck, whipping that one down into the corners is Kaczynski as he goes off for a change and picked up by the Crimson Knights. Sent in by number 5, Thomas Hanshaw, one of the several seniors skating today in his final game of his high school career. Almost given away by Azami in his own zone, but they managed to keep it away. Tracking back, Azami has it again in his end. Sent up for Retzel. Tries to do a give and go with Azami, gives it away. Spagnuolo has it instead. Now coming on the attack, possible chance for... No, I was going to say possible rush, but there were defenders in place there. Good positioning there by Wambach. Now charging ahead with it. Just out of the reach of Noah Frankel. He's been an offensive force this season for the Crimson Knights. Along the far side, right by the benches is Broll. Almost gave it away. Jousting after it. Now picked up by the Penguins. Marcoux has it with a point shot. No screen, easily fought off by Moss. Battling forward in the corner. Eventually they managed to work it out, but that one's probably going to go for an icing. And yeah, that's an easy icing call, so back to the other end as Cushing will have an offensive zone draw.
Strong start for Damon Moss in the net. He had to fight off a breakaway chance the other way. And that's how you want to start out the game. If you're going to start defensively, you got to at least show that he's not going to be an easy one to beat.
He's been the backbone of this team all season. Very, very reliable netminder. And yeah, a couple good saves to start things off here in the first couple minutes. 12:45 left to go in the first period. Battled around. Good job by the Knights to keep Cushing to the outside, limiting chances. Rebounds have really been the thing to watch out for them this season. And there's an opportunity there by Declan McCarthy. He's the lone senior skating for Cushing today. Turning, wheeling, and firing. A nice blocker save there. Fought off by Moss again. Content to do what he can while his team struggles to get their footing in the early goings here. Cushing has it again. This is Kaczynski, but he couldn't get the shot through. That puck goes high and bouncing by Hoffman. He can't get it. Wambach trying to fight it off. Pushed ahead by Potter. He's another one of the seniors for Salisbury. And a quick shot there. Yano had to make a move. I'm not sure that it hit the net, but he was ready for it. Flipped in by Gazinski. And Salisbury gets to it first, but Gazinski has it as he picks the pocket, but he gives it away. And fighting off. Wow, that was very easily could have been a trip, but credit to the Salisbury player for not diving. He fought it off and kept his feet. Now trying to hold the line is Keegan Zoss. He throws the body and they get tangled up. That one banked ahead for Zoss, but he can't have it. Spagnuolo brought it in, but it looks like it was offside.
Man, what a tumble that we saw on the other end. Head over heels, literally. But Salisbury with a good chance on the other end. It's been one of the struggles that they've had against Avon Old Farms was the transition game. Try to clean that up for this game.
I mean, to be fair, pretty much everybody had trouble against Avon Old Farms this season. Oh! Yanni Azami coming into the glass hard. He seemed like he was throwing the hit, but he was the one who got the worst of it. Now from the top of the circle is a shot. And did that go in?
No, it did not.
Fought off again by Moss. Huge save. Once again.
But just like yesterday, the physical play has been a big part. You set it up from the boards, just trying to look for any shot on net at this point.
Killer save there by Moss. Now picked up by Nate Broll on the attack. Working it in. Jacob Wiener, another one of the seniors for Salisbury. Chased down into the corner. Picked up by Lowry. Defensively, trying to avoid the Cushing forecheck. Makes a nice little move. They're back for Lowry, just off a touch pass, but tried to send forward by Broll, but couldn't get it in deep. He goes off for a change, and now skated ahead by Max Retzel. Retzel's got two players to beat. Cuts in, takes a shot, and another stop by Moss. Damon Moss standing tall, keeping his team in this one. 10 minutes to go here in the first period. It's still scoreless. Rafael Marco tries to skate it in. More neutral zone play. Passed aside by McGuire. But he gives it up. Here's Kravchenko. He's been a physical presence and an offensive force for his team this season. Tried to get that one up to the point, but gave it away. Now along the near side. Nice little move forward by McGuire. He's working against Haynes. McCarthy tries to keep it in for Cushing. 4 players fighting for it now. Salisbury comes away with it. That one lost in the feet of the official. Almost again. Given away right in the slot. McCarthy dishes. Oh, it was a no look and he gave it away. Nice slick hands there by Salisbury to prevent the giveaway. And that one just flipped in by Marco. Collected by John Patrick. But right up the gut. Giveaway shot. Oh, and another save. Wow, that was a dangerous giveaway. Right in the slot. And Moss keeps it scoreless still. Players changing for the Crimson Knights. Cushing tried to settle it in their own end. Now sent forward for Aube. Philippe Aube in the feet, moves it in. Doesn't get the shot away. Tries to send it back to the point. Intercepted there. Spagliano couldn't get to it. But that one will go all the way down for an icing. 8:32 left to go here in the first period. Still scoreless.
Salisbury just got bailed out by Moss. Huge save on that defensive giveaway. Moss has been one of the better goaltenders in the entire area. But Salisbury just having trouble trying to get out of their zone.
That was an absolute gift for Cushing, and Moss bailed them out big time. So the Crimson Knights still kind of struggling to find their footing. They're skating well, but they're not connecting passes. But here's an opportunity with a quick shot, and that one fought off by Yano. Still possessing down in the corner is Wambach. Sent up for Patrick. They cycle down into the corner. Cushing tries to outnumber. That one just rolls past Wambach, and they come ahead with numbers. Nice through! Big hit by Keegan Zoss. Oh, and now we got a player down and a whistle. Take a look and see. Is that Wambach? No, he's going back to the bench.
Well, there were huge hits. I did see look like a collision away from the play, so we'll try to confirm it. No, it does not.
No, that's interesting. Well, here we are. Still 5 aside. I mean, that big hit by Keegan Zoss was noticeable, but felt clean to me. And apparently the officials agree, as there is no penalty on the play. So Dubas tries to send the bank pass, ends up collecting it himself, and almost gives it away. Now there is the turnover. Into the slot, takes the shot, touch pass, good opportunity. Brendan Kiley made the play. Didn't see who he fed it to in the slot, but that one fought off by Yano. Now Cushing takes the shot, but that one deflected and rolling. 7.5 left to go in a scoreless first period. We are halfway done. Oh, and Zoss gets taken down hard. No call on that play as we carry on. Now picked up by Pierce Moley, number 12, another one of the seniors for Salisbury. Nice job making the turnover, but they couldn't collect it. So you cause a dispossession, but if you don't retain possession, then it kind of doesn't matter. Cushing continues the attack. There's McCarthy. That one squirts out and picked up by the Crimson Knights, bouncing off a skate. Just a little bit of sloppy play in their own end. Like you said, Daniel, they're really struggling to break out cleanly, and Cushing is very comfortable taking what's being given to them. This could be easily 2-0 or 3-0 were it not for Damon Moss in net. Another player falls, now picked up by Cushing again on the cycle. That's McCarthy. Tried to give and go into the slot, but that one's snuffed out by Moley. So again, they're limiting, but Cushing continues to press. Here's Patrick McGuire. He skates around, got all kinds of place to go. Back from McCarthy, tries to get it up front on the backhand stuff. That one a little bit tricky for Christian Bafano to handle, but he does. And in come Cushing again. Pressing the advantage of Rafael Marcoux. Kicked back out into the neutral zone, but controlled again, and here comes Marcoux once more. And another giveaway. In feet, lost it was Gazinski. Behind the net is Obe. Just tries to send that one up the gut. No one there. But again, Cushing continues to maintain possession. There's a giveaway. Let's see if Salisbury can capitalize. Partial turnover, and yep, they give it away again. Here comes Cushing once more. Carter Gazinski. But he lost it along the half wall. Patrick takes a little bit of a bump there. Work towards the net. Fought off. We got a whistle. Moss have it again?
He did, and it squirted out. I think they're just going to call for the face-off, but... Yeah, Salisbury just having a lot of trouble getting out of their defensive zone. It's been a problem all period. I mean, they've had that problem against Avon Old Farms. Again, given that it was a tougher team to play.
Well, take nothing away from Cushing. I mean, they are here for a reason, and we're seeing that. These teams were supposed to meet a few months ago, or a month or so ago, but the game was canceled, like so many have been this season. So at least for me, this is my first time seeing them in action. They are looking quite strong. There's a big hit there by Kravchenko. And again, a lot of times, neutral zone play has been a killer for Salisbury. When they possess, they do have offense. They like to do the high cycle, get shots from up top, work with rebounds. But right now, they just, like you said, they're just having trouble getting out of their own end.
Well, they'll get a chance here with an offensive draw. So this may be what they need.
Looked like Hens won the draw initially, but it was immediately taken back. Now working it into the corner. 6 players coming together. No resolution. McCarthy with a touch and a spin, and it's a 3-on-1. Here comes McCarthy. There's the shot, the one-timer. Don't think it made its way to Moss, though. Now coming back the other way, a 3-on-2 maybe. Or possibly a 2-on-1 down low. They can get to it in time, and they can't. This one comes all the way back up for McGuire. Cushing just having a much easier time exiting their zone. And Salisbury just can't sustain anything. Here comes Declan McCarthy again. The lone senior for Cushing, but he runs into 3 Crimson Knights and can't do anything with it. Kravchenko, his big frame, he hangs onto it. Back for Kylie. Kylie with a little seam pass and a nice move between the legs and then flipped back. I believe that was Pierce Moley, but he's got to go off for a change. Kylie is the first one on it, and he sends that one up for Wambach. 3.5 to go here, scoreless first period. Could have been much worse were it not for Damon Moss, and that one just barely offside. Otherwise, Wambach would have had a great look at the net, but they call it back.
Going back to the 3-on-1 for Cushing, a great defensive play by John Patrick to break up that play. That is always a high-scoring rush for any team, but Patrick stays patient, stays in the middle, and takes away the lanes.
No, I agree with you. Honestly, even though it's a 3-on-1, I thought McCarthy probably had the best opportunity to just take the shot. He made the pass and it was broken up. And there's a one-timer opportunity by Parker Damon, but he doesn't connect and it comes back the other way. And there's a move. Now a loose puck. Oh, and another great defensive play. Brendan Kiley absolutely staved that opportunity. That was a grade A goal-scoring chance, and Brendan Kiley said no way. Got the stick down. Great defensive work there. Delton Hoffman would have been all in alone. Now given away at the blue line by Patrick Malloy. Cushing tries to make something happen there. Captain Philippe Aube loses it at the offensive blue line. Salisbury gets it in, takes the quick shot. That one blocked and deflected high and wide. And so that one is out of play for another faceoff. 2:27 here, still in a scoreless first period.
Well, I give credit to the defense for holding down the fort, even with the transition troubles. Brendan Kiley with another huge block. The defensive pairing, at least given the support that Moss needs.
Yeah, that was huge. That would have been in alone, 10 feet out, right in that home run area. Kiley shuts it down. Now they try to go to work on the offense, but it gets stripped from them. Can't keep it in. Nice little touch by Retzel. He can't keep the zone, though. Spagnuolo has it instead. He works it back to his defensive partner, and they send it back in. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first period. Sent forward. Crimson Knights try to break out. Moley can't connect on that pass. No icing. So Moley continues on the forecheck, and they do manage to keep it in. Azami has it first. He's under pressure. Gives it away. Back to Spagnuolo. Still trapped in their zone a little bit. Now Cushing manages to work it out. Gains the zone with speed. Nice little move around the defender. Takes a shot at Moss again! The hands of Retzel on that move, and Moss continues to stand up and keep his team in this.
The reaction of Retzel says it all. He had a great stick handle on it, and somehow Moss stays in front of it.
That is some heads-up goaltending, because that was a slick move. Max Retzel going between the legs, around his man, right in front. And again, Moss comes up huge for his team in their final game of the season.
Now, going back to the Avon game, the only reason why that they got around Moss was because they made creative plays. I want to see what Cushing does as far as how they set up their plays.
No, it's a good point. I'm seeing a lot of really strong individual efforts from Cushing, but not necessarily those fancy passing plays or give and goes or tic-tac-toes or anything like that. So, oh, and a big hit right in front. Marcoux throws the body. No call, and we play on here under a minute left to go. This one's going to go...
penalty.
Interference, and that one's going to go against the Crimson Knights.
It's going against Brohl. He threw a hit away from the play, and yeah, it's right there.
Oh,
He did
yeah.
not have the puck. There is no way that the refs are going to let that up.
I think it's actually Lowry that they're going to call on that. Let's see if we can take a look at who's in the box. I think it was number 3, Colin Lowry. Regardless,
Yeah, I think you're
it
right.
is a penalty against Salisbury, and this is another trend that we've seen with this team this season. Yeah, there he is, Colin Lowry. Number 3 is going to take a sip. This is a trend we've seen with Salisbury this season, where when things aren't going their way, they have a tendency to get a little frustrated and start getting... I mean, they do have a positive physical aspect to their game. I think of Kravchenko as being a great example of that. Keegan Zoss as well has been very physical, but in a clean way. But when things don't go their way, they start to get physical in an unnecessary way, and it costs them. So they do have strong special teams, so we'll see if they can kill this one off. Final 25 seconds left to tick down here in the first period as we still sit scoreless. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. Now picked up by Marcoux and sent back in deep. But I'll be very curious to see if that is a trend that continues into the second period. Another shot, and that one fought off by Moss. Now final 10 ticks to go. Kravchenko lost it. Nice shot with a little partial screen. Now turned back aside for Kaczynski. Another chance, and that one just goes wide. Final shot at the buzzer, and that's going to do it. We wrap up the first period scoreless here, 0-0. Cushing will have a little over 30 seconds left to go on the power play to start the second. But Daniel, what do the Crimson Knights have to do to get back into this game? Because even though it's 0-0, you've got to see this as being all Cushing right now.
Well, it has to come down to them trying to come up with a game plan here. They seemed a little disorganized, even just trying to make the clearing passes out of the zone. I think this is something that Coach John Siff is going to be talking to them about. But here's the good news for Salisbury. When they faced Avon, they faced 4 penalty kills, and they killed all of them against arguably the best team in the area. So I'm not too worried about their PK, but their transitioning is definitely where they need to work on.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We are going to do a quick resurface of the ice, so we will take a short break, and we will be back in just a bit with the rest of the action and the start of the second period. All right, hockey fans, we are back here for the second period, Cushing Academy in Salisbury. We are still scoreless, 0-0, and skating some 4-on-4. Turns out there was another penalty to Delton Hoffman that we didn't catch, but the officials did, so we're skating 4-on-4 right now. There's a shot from the point, but it doesn't find its way back into Moss. Salisbury defending here with a little bit of extra open ice. There's a shot, and that one fought off again by Moss. Down into the corner. Thomas Hanshaw defending, number 5. Another one of the seniors skating in his final game for Salisbury. That one turned over by Kaczynski. Tries to center it and couldn't. Under 30 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4 situation, but that one's just going to be flipped down for an easy icing call. 19 seconds left to go in those minors. 14-10 here in a scoreless second period.
Yeah, it wasn't clear what the penalty against Cushing was for, but it's it's kind of split as far as who gets an advantage here. I mean, there's no penalty kill for Salisbury, but at the same time, there's more ice for Cushing to take advantage.
And they have been very comfortable connecting passes and making plays. Although, like you mentioned earlier in the first, it's been a lot of individual efforts by Cushing, but they haven't really been able to string together a lot of smooth passing plays, and nobody's gotten great looks on Moss. Couple good opportunities and some really dangerous giveaways right in the middle of the slot, but Damon Moss has stood tall so far.
And let's not forget about Brandon Kiley and John Patrick, who have made some spectacular blocks when they absolutely needed it. So right now, it's the defense that's been holding together the team this game.
Well, and they've been a team that has had the ability to regroup and change things up in between periods, really take advantage of those intermissions. And I don't know if that's a testament to Coach John Siff or what, but they do have the ability to tweak their game. And they got to look at their ability to get out of that first period still scoreless as a blessing and a testament to the strength of their goaltender. And really, in my opinion, their MVP of the season, Damon Moss. As we continue, a little bit of a tumble there. We continue here with 13:15 left to go in the second period. Salisbury looking to generate some offense. They really haven't had a lot of good looks against Hiro Kazugano, but maybe that can work in their favor, as when a goaltender isn't tested much, they can get a little cold. And so all it takes is one. And before you know it, the game can turn on its head. Skating in, takes a look, and a good shot, and another save by Moss. That was a play by Max Retzel, and Moss hangs on once again.
He tried pulling the toe drag on the defense, but Moss stayed with him, trying to fight through the screen and stay patient, and makes another save.
Potter wins the draw for his team. There's a twig on the ice, but eventually collected by Cushing. And they can't get out again, but nice physical play by Bastone. Separates the man from the puck and keeps it away. Tried to be gloved down, couldn't. Bastone, that one bounces off of him, and now Potter comes in. Another one of the seniors. Opportunity cross to Moley, another one of the seniors. But now with speed coming back the other way, here's McCarthy. He's the lone senior for his team. His shot goes high. To the point, goes D-to-D to Dubas. Dubas has it again at the point. Opportunity for a deflection. It just gets deflected wide. Good idea there, but Andrew Wolf couldn't make it go on net. Now fighting for it. Keegan Zoss tries to work it out of his zone. Held at the line by Dubas. Now given away. 3 players to beat and can't beat any of them. Right up. Here's a partial break on the backhand. And that one off the mark. John Patrick has it and banks it off the boards, but gives it away. Oh, and their man goes down. Is there going to be a call there? Doesn't look like it. We play on. They got away with one. Oh, no, there will be. Oh, there will be. They didn't. That's tough.
Yeah, I think that looked like a high stick to me. Well, let's see if we can have another look at it. And that's going to give Cushing their first power play.
Yep, it
and
is
it's
a trip.
going to be John Patrick to the box.
Yeah, that's what I saw. He got beat and cheated a little bit, reached in and took his man down. Not the intent, but they don't penalize the intent. They penalize the action. And Cushing Academy on the power play. Marco has it. Sent across for Retzel. Dishes. Nice shot. That one banked and back. Tried to set up in front on the backhand. A little bit of a scramble. Now behind the net. Cushing still has it. Takes a look. Has Retzel at the point. Captain Philippe Aube gives it away. And Retzel just... Oh! And we got another whistle. Retzel's not sure what it was.
Yeah, as am I. It wasn't clear because he brought it back to neutral.
Well, let's see. Okay.
Or is it the net came off?
I think that might have been it, because we're still power play for Cushing, and that definitely wasn't an offside, so I think it's a good catch there, Daniel. So, still on the power play. Cushing takes a shot, and that one missed the net. Good look. Christian Bufano couldn't get to it in time, and it rims all the way back down into the Cushing zone. As they're forced to regroup. A little bit of a forecheck here by Salisbury. Touch on the near side, and here comes the captain, Aube. Thinks about giving it away. Now he does. Back to Retzel. Takes his shot. That one rebounding. First save, second save, and they score! Power play goal, Cushing, and they're up 1-0.
That looked like it caught the post on the first shot, and everyone was just fighting through there, and this may go to Gosinski as he was poking right through it, and Moss tried everything he could to hold on.
That's tough, although you watch that replay, and I see 4 Cushing jerseys all banging away at it, and there are 2 Salisbury players on the perimeter and not really engaged. So Moss can only do so much. He definitely can't score for his team. And yeah, eventually that dam was going to break, and it did. They beat out the icing, looking for more on the doorstep. Good opportunity, and stopped again by Moss. So he is determined to do whatever it takes to keep his team in this one. It is 1-0 Cushing Academy here in the consolation game, the final game of the season for these teams. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the second period. Salisbury players go down along the boards. That one can't hold the zone, just barely. Collected by Burkemper. That one sent across, and now Moley has it. Parker Damon gets it in deep. Zoss takes a bump. Collected at the line by Payne, but they can't get it through traffic. Salisbury has it again. Wambach. Back up for John Patrick at the point. Fans on the shot, but oh, just barely avoids the giveaway. Wambach tries to center it, and that one's behind the play. Patrick has it now. This is the longest offensive possession that we've seen for Salisbury, but we got another whistle, and it looks like that was offside. But we're starting to see some life here from the Crimson Knights.
Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to get everyone organized. They're trying to make the passes, but yeah, everyone's having a hard time handling the puck. So one step at a time. I mean, at least they're in the offensive zone, but they got to get everyone in position.
Yano still hasn't been tested much, so I'm very curious to see if that will be a factor here. He's really only faced a handful of shots here in 1 1/3 period. 9 minutes left to go in the second. That one squirts all the way through everybody. Gets to the point in the shot, and that one goes wide. Kravchenko tries to make a play, and that one's a giveaway. And here comes Cushing with speed. It's definitely something I noticed about Cushing is their foot speed is very impressive. That one is going to go for icing, though, as Patrick Malloy gets to it first. But Salisbury's got to do something to counter that speed.
Hey, let's go back to about a minute ago on the point-blank shot. Again, Moss, despite the one goal, has been holding the fort. He had a great stop against Spagnuolo to try to keep this a 1-0 game.
Salisbury trying to work it out of their zone. Now here's some speed on their end. A little bit of a yard sale there. Puck bouncing around. Where is it? Yano eventually has it, but a good look there. Moley came in with speed, had Hanshaw with him. They're starting to feel it a little bit.
And I have a feeling it's because that they're starting to play physical. Something that they did play to their advantage for quite a few games. We saw that in the Avon game. Once they get fired up, they start attacking.
No, I agree. I think it plays to their identity to be a little bit physically engaged as long as they're disciplined, because their tempers have gotten the better of them in the past. And it's easy to get frustrated in a game like this. And there's another penalty. And yeah, it's another trip. And it's going against the Crimson Knights again. This is exactly what they don't need.
Yeah, that was quite obvious. As driving in that end. You know what? He may have lost his skates and ended up taking out the shooter with him.
Well, once again, it doesn't really matter why. That is the call. There you see Carter Gazinski, who you speculate may have had that goal. But another power play for Cushing nonetheless. And they are 1 for 1 with the man advantage today. Rafael Marcoux sends that one ahead. More physicality as Obe is bumped off the puck. Sent up, but stopped by Marcoux. Takes the shot. And that one goes high. A screamer just past the glove of Moss. Underneath, Cushing still has it. Back for Marcoux. Nice little backhander to Retzel. Marcoux to the circle. Takes the shot, and that one bangs off the glass and goes wide. Retzel can't hold it in his feet, but now he gets it. Holds the zone at least. Nice little spinorama. Touch pass back to him. Retzel looking for a lane. Down into the corner. A good-looking power play. There's a shot off the iron! And that one whistled down. Sounds like it went out of play, perhaps, but what a play.
Yeah, that one looked like it glanced off the corner of the frame and just bounced right out of play. But you notice how Cushing was settling down, trying to look for their lane? That's from Salisbury setting up from what I love on the PK unit, using the box.
Yeah, they're it's kind of been their thing is even when they give up these long stretches of possession, they are pretty responsible defensively. 1 minute left to go on the power play, but they do a pretty good job of limiting chances to the outside. And even in this game where they've had 2 or 3 nasty giveaways right in the slot, Moss has been there to bail them out. There's another shot fought off again by Moss. Still controlling. Under a minute to go with the man advantage on a nice stick. Good defensive play there. Great Crimson Knights defense work by Jacob Wiener. More stick work. And Wiener has it now. Another senior for the Crimson Knights. Hands that one off. And they send it down. 6:35 left to go. Cushing leading this one 1-0 here in the second period. 16 seconds left to go on the power play. And a giveaway shot shorthanded, and Yano comes up huge. What an opportunity that would have been.
Big shot by Nate Broll. That will at least give them a boost. The giveaway at center, right to the center of Yano.
Where was that pass going other than to Broll's stick? He didn't have to do much to create that turnover. Final 3 seconds left to go on the power play. And they get the kill, and now the opportunity with the turnover. Picked up in the corner by Wambach. Chasing after this one is Buffano. They hold the line, take the shot. That one bounces off a body. Good look there by Dylan Payne. Couldn't get it through. And that one onto the bench and out of play here. Just under 6 minutes to go in the second period. But we are seeing a little bit of life from Salisbury, especially when compared to the effort from the first period.
Well, with that turnover and the shot from Broll, that can easily shift the momentum towards Salisbury's way. So now they can start putting shots on net, as Yano has not been tested. I think he's only faced 3 or 4 shots.
It's been a very light workload. And as a goaltender, it can be hard to stay sharp when you're not being tested and not feeling the puck. A couple more big body bumps. That one is a turnover. Now Wambach has it. Helps his team out. That one's sent forward. Nice little diagonal pass to gain the zone, to have some time. Takes the look, takes the shot. That one doesn't get through. Oh, what a big collision. Parker Damon went face first into the glass. No call, and we play on. 5.5 to go. Noah Frankel pulls up and sends it. Oh, there's a late hit. No call on that one. 5:20. Oh, now we got a whistle. Hang on, maybe. They're calling interference, so maybe they are going to get him.
Let's see. There was a lot of physical activity there, and there is the late hit. That's what they're going to call. They could have called a slash there too, but I think they're just going to call the interference.
It looks like it. I think it's going to be Andrew Wolf, number 21, who's going to sit. I'm sorry. Andrew Wolf for Cushing. So this will be Salisbury's. Oh, no. Let's see. It's 18. So they're called Retzel. Nonetheless, this is the Crimson Knights' first power play opportunity of the game. And, man, talk about a way to get back into this one. This could be huge for them. Special teams has factored into this game already. Let's see if the Crimson Knights can turn it around. John Patrick sends it in deep. So 2 minutes up on the board, 1:40 left to go in this penalty with 5 minutes left to play in the period. Salisbury down 1-0. Oh, Zoss almost lost that one at the point. Takes the shot, net goes wide. Patrick keeps it in. Wheels that one around. Moley has it. That one comes up, but not out. Good job holding the line. Across for Patrick. Takes a look! Big shot fought off by Yano. And he gets dumped. Now in front, Kravchenko makes a play, and just off the right side. Good opportunity. Now here comes shorthanded. Oh! The captain. Content to just kill the clock right now. 50 seconds left to go on the extra attacker for Salisbury. 4 minutes left to go in the second period as they trail 1-0 in the final game of the season. The consolation game against Cushing Academy. 6 players skating in their final game of their high school career. Keegan Zoss skates it in. Pulls up, but lost it just at the bottom of the circle. Still short-handed. Cushing on the attack. Yoni Azami showing some great footwork. Another body goes down, but that's going to be his own fault, so they play on. Final 10 seconds left to go with the power play. One last rush here late in the second period. Takes a look. Wambach couldn't get the shot away, and that is going to do it for the extra attacker. We are back at even strength. Nice job there by Brendan Kiley to cause the dispossession, but immediately it's given away. Now picked up again. That one just out of the reach behind Kiley. He's going to skate in after it. The lone forechecker. Although he's got Parker Damon with him. But Damon couldn't handle it. Now 3 minutes left to go. Held at the line. Frankel takes a look. Sends it across. Whips a backhand pass down underneath. Bodies come together. Salisbury still has it. He goes down. We'll see. I don't think there's going to be a call on that play. Nope, there wasn't. 2:40 left to go. But Salisbury showing much more life in this period than they did in the first. Nonetheless, they are losing the scoring race as it is 1-0 Cushing. Oh, and I couldn't tell if that was a nasty hit that was avoided or just a player that just went down awkwardly. I thought that was going to be really bad. Then I thought it wasn't. And then it looked worse than, I don't know. Frankel sends it in. He goes down, and we got a whistle. And let's see what this whistle is for.
It was touched up by Salisbury, but I didn't see what it was. But in any case, Salisbury now starting to get their offensive wheels going and maybe try to take advantage of a cold goaltender.
Looks like this is going to be a penalty to Cushing. I didn't see the... Oh, no. Now they are 5. just a late player getting back. So not sure what that whistle was. Nonetheless, there's a shot. Yano hangs on. 2:08 to go.
They said that there was a helmet spinning on the ice. I'm not sure.
Sounds like a Crimson
that was
Knights.
what the whistle's for.
Well, it sounds like if a Crimson Knights player lost his lid, that makes sense. I don't necessarily know if that is the rule in this league, but here we are. 2 minutes left to go. 1-0. Cushing leading. Second period. Salisbury finding their game a little bit here, but they do manage to give up that 1 goal on the power play. Philippe Aube offensively pressing, gets some help. Here comes Kaczynski. Now Aube has it. Back up to the point. Held, thought about it. Malloy sinks the shot, and they score! Late here in the second period, and Cushing makes it 2-0.
It was a rebound opportunity. The original shot at the point from Malloy. And there was a tip in front, and that caused a loose puck, and Kaczynski's going to get his second of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Once again, banging it home in front. Moss makes the first stop, and he's just not getting that close support that he needs. And here you are, and it's 2-0 with 100 seconds left to go in the second period. Cushing tries to look for more. Now here's a chance, 3-on-2, if they hurry. Takes this shot! Oh, and a big rebound, but a good save there by Yano. Now Cushing coming back on the attack. Oh, and you saw that hit coming a mile away. The Salisbury player had him lined up for the hip check as both players take a tumble, but Cushing still has it. There's another hit thrown, that one by Jacob Wiener. They got to be careful. They can be physical, but you don't want to lose control. Cullen Lowry, he's already taken a minor in this game. Now back from McCarthy. Makes the move. Given away. Under a minute to play here. Second period. 2-0 now Cushing. They remain on the attack. Declan McCarthy there. And there's Kaczynski, who's got at least 1, maybe 2 tonight. 36.9 to go here. Second period. His team leading 2-0. You see some frustrated Crimson Knights players go off on a change here late in the second.
And as we noted earlier, Salisbury gets frustrated, they take needless penalties. Now, that being said, if they can get that under control, I would argue that the physicality would need to pick up for them. I think that that's where their bread and butter is.
No, definitely a controlled physical presence, because Cushing is clearly the faster team in this game. But if you can clog things up and get your hands dirty in the corners, grinding away. But their kryptonite this game has been the breakout. They've just and there's another huge hit. To your point, that's their identity, but the issue for them has really been breaking out in their own zone as they give it away again here with final 2 seconds ticking down, and that's going to do it for the period. Let's see if there's any rough stuff. No. For a second, I thought McCarthy was about to get in it with somebody there, but they don't. As you see Brendan Kiley skating back. And, it's funny. I feel like this was a much better period for Salisbury, but they give up 2 goals. And, if I'm Coach Sif, what message do you send to your team to try to get them back into this?
This is going to be the last period of the season, and for 5 players on Salisbury, it's going to be their last with this team. So they need to play at their absolute best, throw everything out there. But as far as strategically, they need to get organized. I mean, they are playing better in their offensive zone, but they are getting cut off quite a lot by the defense. I feel like they do need to create some plays in order to open up those lanes and get to Yano.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for them. Full credit to Cushing, as they are doing a really strong job both offensively and defensively. They're breaking out quickly, they're sustaining pressure on the attack, and just causing all sorts of trouble. And you get those garbage goals in front of Moss because you're not going to get clean looks on him. You have to find those rebounds and second opportunities, and for as good as Moss has been, they are getting through. So we're going to take another break here. 2-0 your score. Cushing Academy leading in the final game of the season for the Salisbury Crimson Knights and the Cushing Academy Penguins. We'll take a break as we resurface the ice, and we will be back at the start of the third period. Welcome back, hockey fans, as we get ready to start the third period. Would like to remind everyone watching that Mykola Kravchenko, number 14, is of Ukrainian descent, and the Knights had this prepared statement. The Knights' parents and coaches and everyone on the hilltop are praying for all those impacted by the crisis in Ukraine. So with that being said, here we go, ready to start the third period of the consolation game, the final game of the season, and final game of the high school career of 6 players skating in this one. Cushing Academy leading this one 2-0 as they control it early in the third, and that one gloved down easily and comfortably by Damon Moss. Some pushing and shoving in front of the net, but nothing comes of it. So we will have an offensive zone draw for Cushing.
The main goal for Salisbury in this period is to try to win the possession game, as Cushing has had easily won that category in the first 2 periods, but they've played better in the second period. Let's see if they can translate it into a goal.
We did see some life and some physicality, and it's a shame when you look at that and say, you know what, Salisbury did play a better period in the second, but they skated to zeros in the first and they gave up 2 in the second, so it's kind of hard to reconcile those 2 things. Nonetheless, as you mentioned, this is the last game of the season, so they got to leave it all out on the ice here. 14-15 left to go now in the third period. Salisbury has it in their own end, and they try to work it out. Gaining the line, but left it behind was Pierce Moley. Coming all the way in deep along the near side. Almost lost in feet, and there Kravchenko has it, but he couldn't control it and sent it in by Spagnuolo. And Cushing has it again on the attack. Back up to the point for Spagnuolo, and he gets it in deep. Chasing after that one is Azami. Azami now sits up in front of the net. Frankel tried to shove his man off the puck. Couldn't do it. Parker Damon comes in. There's a shot and a goal! Wow, what a one-timer from the slot by Yoni Azami. Holy cow.
High scoring area, always a dangerous area. He peels off the defenseman that's right on him and just sneaks one right by Kylie, not aware that he's sitting right there in the high scoring area. And a point blank one-timer for Azami to make it 3-0.
I mean, let's be real. Moss can only make so many of those saves, right? He's already made, what, 3 saves from scoring chances in that spot? Sooner or later, it's going to go, and this one does. Oh, now we got a call for a cross-check. And I think that one's going to go against Salisbury. Yeah.
It's Parker Damon.
Let's see if we can see it.
Things just keep getting worse, and yeah, look at center.
Yeah. Yep, right at this face-off on Declan McCarthy. Official's right there. Can't slip anything by him. So now it's 3-0 and a power play for Cushing as they have an opportunity to really make this game kind of get out of hand. Yano comes back and plays it, picked up by Bifano. He makes the first pass but can't control. Salisbury punches it back in deep. As Parker Damon's going to sit for 2. I have to think about what he did. Here comes Obe. Skating around. Right between the legs, up to the point. Takes the shot. That one fought off. Still controlling. Back to the point. Takes a look. Marco sends it across. There's a shot. That one doesn't get through traffic and bounces off the glass. Stays in play and under the possession of Cushing. To the point. Down into the corner. I don't want to give away there. Dylan Payne has it. Can he get it out? Yes, he does. 1 minute left to go on the power play. 12:20 left to go in the period. Tries for the toe drag. Can't execute. And Salisbury gets it out. Late hit there. Looks back at the official. No call. This one coming in deep. Under a minute left to go with the man advantage. Coming with speed. Marco pulls up. Sends it across. Another shot there by Azami. He's feeling the hot stick. Gets that one into the middle. Azami couldn't connect. Now back to the point for Spagnuolo, but he can't hold it. Under 30 seconds now as Hiro Kazugano comes way out to play it. Chance there shorthanded for Salisbury. They cause the turnover, but they can't control it. Big hit there by Dylan Payne. Final 5 seconds to go on the power play. Last rush. Another player hits the deck, and that'll do it. We're back at even strength. 11:20 left to go in the third. It's 3-0 Cushing. That shot goes off the mark. Picked up by Wambach. But now collected by Azami. He's got the last goal. Flipped high and into the zone by Spagnuolo. First one on it is Patrick. John Patrick sends that one around for Keegan Zoss. He lets it go. Spagnuolo keeps it in at the blue line. Underneath, Patrick couldn't handle it. He comes back to it. Zoss wants to be there, but he can't. Now Salisbury has it. Chance for the breakout. Chance for a 2-on-1, possible 3-on-1. Takes the shot, big save. Second opportunity turned aside. One of the best saves of the game for Hiro Kazuyano. Shot and that one blockered aside. Spagnuolo gets to it first. That one doesn't get past the blue line. That one fluttering. Dangerous, but again, stays out. Salisbury putting on a little bit of a push here with 10:15 to go here in the third period. They've really struggled to have extended zone possession. And they give that one away. Chasing the hit, can't happen. Another opportunity for a hit given away. There's a shot, Moss, a big save.
Cushing just continues to outplay Salisbury as far as stick handling. He already dinks around one, passes away from another, gets through one more defenseman, but Moss just continues to have a strong showing despite the score.
We've seen Retzel make some plays like that, showing some slick hands and some fancy feet. Doesn't turn into a goal, but it does result in another offensive zone faceoff for his team. Salisbury does manage to get this one out, though, trying to generate some speed. Oh, and I was going to say just barely onside, but no, that one's just barely offside. So really, Salisbury cannot buy a fortuitous bounce for them right now.
And it's just one of those things that whenever they've had possession of the puck, it just seems to bounce all over the place for them. It's just not going their way. I mean, that just adds on to a bunch of other problems that they've had throughout the entire game.
9:41 here in the third. Cushing comfortably leading 3-0. Salisbury's just been out of step all game. We'll see if they can put something together here late. Try to mount a bit of a comeback. Given away needlessly right in front of the net. That one takes a bounce. Kaczynski, he's got at least one, maybe two today. Another player goes down, skates to the slot, and that one just trickles through. The captain, Philippe Aube, makes it 4-0, and that one hurts.
That's a painful one because Moss had a piece of that one. Wrist shot, he had it, but it squeaks through his arm. Very unfortunate.
But again, another unmarked player in the slot. And, you know, they went 2 periods of getting away with that stuff, but you can't do that forever. And you knew it was eventually going to cost them, and now it is. 4-0, 9:14 left to go, and the hill becomes even higher to climb. Salisbury on the attack. Left wing side. Takes a shot, and that one just swallowed up by Yano. No rebound.
We haven't really talked much about Hiro Kazugano, the goaltender for Cushing. We hardly know of anyone that's originally from Japan that plays hockey. We've had some of Japanese descent, like Kyler Yamamoto, but to have someone actually come all the way from Japan to play the game is really unique.
Absolutely. And even though he hasn't been tested much, as you saw just then, he still knows how to answer the bell, and he's got a clean sheet right now for a reason. His team up 4-0 here, just under 9 minutes to play in the third period. Consolation game, final game of the season. Cushing trying to work that one out. Kylie held the line temporarily. Wambach bangs it in. They are onside. Smart tag up there, but they give it away. Retzel sends it across. And another giveaway. Kylie on the near side. Banks that one off the boards. Trying to get that one up for, I believe that's Frankel. Now jousting after it. Luke Potter lost it. And it's going to come back in. Kylie's got to skate. Gets to it. McCarthy with a soft little bump. Less soft bump there on the other side. Couldn't hold the line as Marcoux. Sends it back, and as his team is forced to tag up, and they do. They come back in on the forecheck, sending in 2 skaters. Salisbury trying to find those lanes, connect a couple passes, and get out of the zone, and they can't. Glove down. Skates the check does Patrick McGuire. Shot from the point. Oh, we got a whistle.
Let's see who they got. The arm was raised.
It was on a Cushing possession. Yep, it's a trip, and it's against the senior, Declan McCarthy. Let's see if we can find it here. There's McCarthy in the slot.
There's the trip right there.
Yep.
Just catches the left skate.
Yep. Hard to argue that that one didn't look intentional, because that was right in Frankel's skate, and he goes up and down. Another Salisbury player hits the deck there as they try to salvage some dignity here in this 4-0 game. 7:30 left to go. Takes the shot, doesn't get to Yano. And Patrick can't hold the line as it comes all the way down. They're on the power play. Moss comes out to settle it. 7:15 to go in the game. Crimson Knights gain the line. It's Dylan Payne. He turns up. On the attack, takes the shot. Yano, no rebound. And here's the rough stuff. Kravchenko showed some restraint there. That could have gotten out of hand. He didn't let it.
Well, I guess you could say that he was trying to draw another penalty to try and make it 5-on-3, but the refs are not going to buy that one. But this is a power play that Salisbury absolutely needs to convert if they're going to have a chance to come back in this game.
And there's a shot and a quick glove by Yano. Good look, but a better save.
And Yano was looking through that screen there. It was they were trying to go for a quick draw there, and I don't think that screen was planned as everyone was sprawling out.
Oh, we got a hand pass. As looked like Cushing was going to have a short-handed rush, but the quick whistle on the hand pass says no, and it gets turned back.
Not much time for Salisbury. Again, they need to get that one and try to shift that momentum their way, but they got to act quick.
It all starts with the face-off, and they do eventually gain possession, but it exits the zone. 6:45 left to go here in the game. Brendan Kiley picks it up behind his net. Under 1 minute left to go in the power play. Nice pass in a zone entry, but nobody there. Oh, picked up. Shot. Oh, fought off by Yano. The big shoulder shrug keeps that one out. 6:20 left to go in the game. Kiley engaging, gets the stick lift. Battling against the short-handed forechecking of Cole Lattis. Under 30 seconds now. 6 minutes left to go. Kiley doesn't like what he sees. The Salisbury player's on the ice. Not sure what happened there. That is just about going to do it for the power play, so Crimson Knights just not able to capitalize. Final 10 seconds ticking off here. Turning and sending that one deep is Laurie. Well, you send it into no one, and a shot from way outside with no screen and no traffic. Yano has that one easily here with 5:34 left to go in the third period.
Well, it was a better power play than their first attempt. Got a few chances on Yano. And as I was saying earlier, there was an unintended screen with the collapse of a couple of players in front. But now Salisbury need to go all out from this point.
Yeah, that was definitely their best look of the game. Right off that face-off. Quick shot, but a fast flash of the leather makes the save. Salisbury trying to push. That one sent into the middle for Lowry. More bodies coming together. Now Patrick keeps it in. But it rims all the way around, and first one's on it, Cushing. They bang that one ahead, and McCarthy trying to beat out the icing. Oh, almost, but John Patrick got there in time. Declan McCarthy had the Jets on, and he was trying to beat him.
If he had another step there, this easily could have put this away. But Salisbury, only 5 minutes left. At this rate, they're going to have to score about a goal a minute. I don't know if they can have that capability of getting that fast.
It's a tall order, especially in a game when you've been shut out thus far. Opportunity there, but couldn't get the shot away. It's one thing if you've already put one or two up on the board and you're looking at such a big deficit, but it can get in your head when you just can't solve a goaltender. But really, I'd say this is a case if you can't solve a defense, as this team in Cushing Academy has just done a great job of snuffing out any sort of offensive opportunity the Crimson Knights have had. And another huge blast. Clean hit, we play on. Salisbury has the puck in the zone. He drops to his knees. Noah Frankel is there in support. Frankel tries to sniff that one out and can't. Laurie chasing after this as well. He doesn't get to it in time, and here comes Patrick McGuire, who sends it in deep, and his squad will go off for the change with now 4 minutes left to go in the game. Laurie gives it away. but picks it back up and gives it away again. Oh my, another save on a shot from the slot. Damon Moss continues to battle for his team here in the final minutes of the final game of the season.
It looked like there was some miscommunication there. 3 white jerseys, and I don't think the defense was expecting a puck to be sitting right there in front of them. That gave an opportunity for Cushing.
And another opportunity, and another huge save by Moss. And honestly, Daniel, on that play, I wouldn't call that a miscommunication. I'd call that a lack of communication. Those 3 players were just standing around, and nobody had a plan as to who was going to manage that puck other than the Cushing player, Gazinski, who's already lit the lamp once this game. Oh, and a nice move there by Obe, and Gazinski comes after it again. He throws the shoulder. Obe is there with him. They try to dig it out. And Philippe Aube does. His team still has it, and he's on it. Turning and firing, bounces that one off the end boards and picked up by Gazinski. He lowers the hip to try to protect the puck. He's getting help from Hoffman. Hoffman trying to dig it out. More physicality there. Chance for Wambach, who takes his shot. That one goes wide. And again, a just loose puck thrown into empty space with no regard for whether a teammate is there. And that is just not an effective formula for winning a hockey game. We got a whistle here with 2:42 left to go in a 4-0 game.
We may have a too many men call against Cushing.
Let's see. I don't see anyone in the box currently.
Because that
I don't know what that
came
was.
in front of their bench.
Maybe it touched one of the players and it was ruled out of play. Yeah, there's no penalty. I'm just going to assume that that was a puck out of play. Well, hang on.
I see 4.
I see 4 skaters for Cushing. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that is too many men. Good call. Good eyes, Daniel. So, and that would explain why no one was in there, because they didn't know who was going to serve it, because it is a bench minor. So the majority of these final 240 are going to be played 5-on-4 unless Salisbury can convert here and solve Hiro Kazugano. They win the draw. Puck skates out to Zoss, who takes a shot, and they score! Well, hang on a second. 2:33 left to go, but I don't know, Daniel. What do you think?
Well, it's a start, but they still got a long ways to go. The original shot from the point, trying to look to see if that got tipped. Can't quite tell, but from the reaction of players, it looks like it was.
Yeah, Hanshaw seemed pretty excited there, and he was leading the parade to the bench. So here's some life here for the Crimson Knights. Let's see how they respond, and let's see how Cushing responds as they come in now on a 2-on-1. Makes the move, and when he missed it, he couldn't believe it. Oh my! What an opportunity!
My.
What a move! And he just shot it wide, clutching his head in disbelief. Still going after it is Retzel. He goes down. He's shocked he couldn't bury that chance. And here come the Crimson Knights. But a giveaway turns back the other side. Fire wagon hockey now. Teams trading chances. More physicality. Under 2 minutes to play. Cushing leading 4-1. And that one just iced to get it out of danger. But not totally convinced that that's the most sound strategy, considering now you're just giving the other team an offensive zone draw.
They were shocked that they didn't score, and so am I. I was so
Retzel's
sure
hands.
that was going to put it away.
Retzel's hands have been so impressive this game. I mean, he literally clutched his head in disbelief that he had an open net. He beat Moss, it was there, and he just sent it wide. Nonetheless, his team is still up by 3 with less than 100 to go. Tries to get that one in front of the net. In feet, where is it? Now they've got it. Kylie sends it around the boards. Kravchenko throws a bit of a shoulder. They get it out. On the rush, Salisbury tries to get in, but just gets edged out by 2 players. Moley lost it. Another hit into the corner. Bounced off the boards, but right to Dubas, who takes the shot. Glove down by Moss once again with a $1.04 left to go in the third.
At this point, it's looking like Cushing is going to get this game, but for Salisbury, that one goal was just all they needed. They needed a strong send-off for their 5 seniors.
Absolutely. A heck of a season for them. Not going to end the way they want it to, unfortunately, but as these final seconds tick down in this 4-1 game, they did manage to break the shutout at the very least. Now still in feet at the offensive blue line. Salisbury managed to punch it in. 35 left to go. More bodies coming together, and yeah, this is just about going to do it. McCarthy, the lone senior for Cushing, trying to see if he can do something here in the final seconds. He skates through just about everybody. Tries to get that one right up the gut. Good idea. Lost it in feet. McCarthy again with a shot, and that one goes wide. 15 seconds left to go now. Obe has it. Back up to the point. Another shot, another save, rebound, and another stop by Moss. I mean, there's no question, right? Damon Moss has got to be the MVP for Salisbury this season.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, he's been making spectacular save after spectacular save. And just unfortunate that it has to end this way, but I think Moss is going to be a big candidate for anyone that wants to pick him up down the road.
Absolutely. Excellent prospect here. Final 8 seconds left to go. Draw one by Cushing, trying to get that one working towards the net, but that is just going to be it as this one gets iced in the corner. Cushing wins their final game on home ice 4-1.
Look out.
Oh, and hang on. Some more rough stuff here. Officials getting in there trying to make sure that they don't sour this occasion. And eventually players do skate off, and that'll do it. 4-1 your final Cushing Academy over the Salisbury Crimson Knights. And that'll be it for the season. Thank you so much for sticking with us throughout this. It's been a lot of fun calling these games. Thank you to Daniel Wilson, Anjanette Rieger, and everyone else involved here at MVP. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll be with you again in the future because this has been awesome here watching some Connecticut junior varsity ice hockey. So that'll be it for us, and that'll be it for the season. Again, a huge send-off to seniors Brendan Kiley, Thomas Hanshaw, Luke Potter, Pierce Moley, Jacob Wiener, and for Cushing, Declan McCarthy, as this is the end cap to their high school ice hockey career. We'll see if they get to go on to bigger and better things in college, but that is it for the season. That is it for this broadcast. Your final score, Cushing Academy 4, Salisbury Crimson Knights 1. For Daniel Wilson, I've been Chris Blair, and we'll see you next time.